Good morning, guys. Rick Shaw here on the Wednesday, the 12th of January, 2022, and we got a nice clear sky. Hazy, a little bit hazy, but breezy, but the sun feels good and warm. It's kind of like I like. It wasn't too cold last night like it has been, and slept good last night. My head wasn't draining so bad, and feel better. I drank a bunch of Calaman juice that my wife made, and like for breakfast I ate vinegar and, hey, handsome. I ate vinegar, cucumbers, and onion, red onion. And of course we keep those cut in the bedroom, change them out every so often. But this is just a drainage thing. I'm feeling better. It's not hitting me in the throat so bad. It's just plugging up my nose right now. But it's not in the back of my throat anymore, so I'm real happy about that. But I still got to play around with the computer. We did a live stream using StreamYard last night, and nowhere on my screen was there a place for me to do cut and paste a thing to put in so people could join in with it. So I'm thinking, you know, if it won't work for me, what's the point of having it? What's the point of even doing a StreamYard? Because it didn't do anything. So, but now the thing I put on there, because it was a little bit edgy and like that, things were said, I didn't want YouTube cutting me down. I learned this from Salty Cracker. Say whatever you want, and then the next day take it down before they can get you, because they can't get you after you take it down. So it's still on StreamYard, though. I see that. I'm having nothing but trouble with this computer. The reason why it's not doing, you poke a DVD. You buy computers. I had a buddy that works. He worked at the call center, but he went to work for CyberZone. He's a manager at CyberZone, and they sell all kinds of computers. And they got the Lenovo. They got the exact same model I got. And I said, hey, if I buy one of them those there from you, I said, they got Windows 10, right? He says, yeah, they all got Windows 10 now. There's no more Windows 7 in his store. And I said, if you take a DVD and poke it in, does it just start playing? He goes, oh, yeah, it starts playing. And I'm like, this one don't. And he says, oh, well, there's something wrong. And then he was telling me, do you got the Windows 10 installed? And I said, one place it says it's installed. So he was trying to help me a little bit to get it on there. But it's just not going. So I got to wait until 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock until the dude that sold it to me gets in. He's not in till then. And if we can't get the thing straightened out today, I'm sending it back. I don't want it. I'll go ahead and bite the bullet and pay twice as much in CyberZone. Because why? Everybody I know buys a laptop, and as soon as you put something in it, it just works. Why isn't this one working? And then the weird thing was, when I got this, there was a paper in the box, and it said it's got a warranty. It's got a 2-year warranty on it. That's right clear, but in red letters it said, if you update Windows 10, your warranty is void. Now, why would they do that? Maybe it's a bootleg Windows 10, because when I'm trying to load it, it keeps popping up this thing that says buy Windows 10 from here. Buy it from here. Why does it keep doing that? So I think it's a bootleg. It's a Chinese product. It's Lenovo. It's Chinese. So that's my own fault, I guess. But I had Dell computers before, one laptop that this worked perfectly. I mean, I used it all the time. At work, I had a Apple, it was called an Apple Air. I don't know if they even make that model anymore, but that was my work computer. And then after a while, I went to my boss and said, hey, this is really stupid, me dragging this big computer around. So what they did was they gave me an Apple phone, and that's when I started getting into the phones. And I could do whatever I needed to do on the phone. And if they can't get this computer straightened out today, I'm just going to go back to the phones. The StreamYard didn't work anyway. What was the point of it? I couldn't get the StreamYard to work before to do anything on the phone. So I don't know. And the other stupid thing that happened, to get the DVD player excuse me, to work, it said you have to load this extension thing. and you just clicked on the little colored part of it, and it sent me right over to the Microsoft extension ones, and the very first one there was free, so I clicked it. Okay, and then it popped up on the screen, the little hourglass, and it said, it will be downloaded shortly. So, okay, fine. I just closed the thing, and I went up to bed. Well, I got up this morning, and there's nothing on the computer. Nothing. I'm looking for it. I'm going through whatever, and I can't find it. Guess what? It loaded to the stupid phone. Why did it load it to my phone? That was just the most ridiculous thing I ever saw. So I don't know why it wants to put everything on the phone. And then even if you're going, put it on the PC. It should have nothing to do with the phones, but not this PC. It's got some kind of weird switch clicked. And when I go into the tutorial, there's a tutorial button thing on the bottom. I know how to get to that. Well, it tells you go to settings, programs, do this, do that, and do that. And you know something? By the time you get on all this crap, I'm done. I'm just done. You gotta follow through. You need to print this stuff out so you can go right down the list. You got these long lists of crap you got to do in these things, and I just honestly I don't want to do it. Somebody left a comment last night saying, "Oh yeah, in 3 weeks you'll be glad you're rid of the phones and you'll be happy with this." Well, I'm not happy with this damn computer at all. I'm just not. I haven't used one in over 10 years. Hey, there's the baby. I haven't used one in over 10 years, so I've just been pretty much phones. And the thing was, why I was really getting fed up with the phones and wanted the laptop was my Samsung phone, because of all the crap it would do. But then when Wes gave me that Note phone, it's a Note, but it's still about the same size as my old phone. A little heavier though, more capacity. It's got more operating capacity than the phone. And I got the big SIM card in it and all that. Not SIM card, but memory card. And it's really easy to use. If I want all my pictures to go. It was nothing. Just drag it over to put it on the memory card, and then erase the ones over and that was in the other thing that was full. My daughter and I did that yesterday, and it puts things where it's supposed to go. So I think my Samsung phone was it was a blem. And the one that Wes gave me, that was a good one. That was a damn good one. I think he said he got it in Japan or somewhere. But I'm really glad, thank you, Wes, that you gave me that one. And I think what's going to happen is that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just, I might just let this stupid laptop, send it back and get my money back and say hell with it. Because it's just, to me, it's just too stupid. Too stupid when you get something that doesn't work. How would you like a car? You get in and you go turn the radio on, the radio don't work. And then you go to turn it and the starter don't work. Is that how it's supposed to be? And then it tells you, oh no, you have to do this and that and the other to get it to go. Sounds like it's made in the USSR or something. I used to love to watch those cars in the USSR that had fire extinguishers all over them. And in the owner's manual, it told you, it's liable to start on fire at speeds of 30 miles an hour. And they did. Watch out, guys. There's a guy in a nice scooter. Yeah, he's got a nice scooter. These scooters I just don't like because the wheels are so small. I'm still waiting to see what's going to happen with this. What's going on in the government here. They're getting kind of draconian. I got a feeling there's going to be level 4, and then they're going to come up with a level 5 and a level 6. I called it, guys. I said we were on a Christmas reprieve so everybody could go to the stores and get it. And then after that, they all of a sudden found all these cases. Well, I'll tell you what, if they would quit testing with this faulty test, they would quit finding cases, because it's out now. It's out now that 93% are false positives. But that's all they want to use here. Even though other countries are stopped using it. FDA pulled their emergency use on the damn thing on the 31st of December. Even though 6 months before that they said it wasn't any good. They had to get a little extra. They figured it was the last hurrah. But, and they're using it here. I just shake my head, guys. I'm just like, this is a money thing. And I've said this before. You got these little kids that are getting ruined. They're getting ruined. We got a little kid up here, 2 years. She's been pretty much locked away at Granny's house. Can't go to school, doesn't know anybody. She's a little bit older than Dorothy, and she's like a 3-year-old. She's not socialized. You got to get out. You got to get out and go to school. You got to get out with other kids. You know, we've been doing the best we can to get them out, but now they got this crap here. You don't have this stupid jab card. You know, what happened to freedom? Why are they kings and queens over us? Now, you know, you say they've been doing this for 2 years. You think they would change their mind because it's not working. But I got a different thought pattern on that. I think it's working perfectly. It's working just the way they want it, guys. It's exactly what's happening now. It's working just the way they want it. And their pockets are bulging. And it's always going to be like that with these kings and queens of the world. They're going to have their peasants starving. And they're not. Very few times in the history of the world was there where they, excuse me, where they overthrew a government. There are not as many times as where they were beaten back. It happens, but you know, French Revolution comes to mind, stuff like that. But it's not. I'm looking at this all over the world, and you look at Australia. You know, I feel horrible for those people down there. And then China, oh my goodness, you look at what they're doing in China. It's the worst thing you could ever be. They get these scores on their phone. If they don't jump in and do all this stuff, these little robots, they come and arrest them. If their little phone turns red, they're sent out to federales and arrest them. And these little kids are going to school wearing moon suits. It's but Australia, you know, you look at what happened. They made up this big lie about all this crap with Saddam Hussein, and they said, okay, and, oh, all right. So they go in and they kill the guy because they had oil, and he was subjugating his neighbors. Well, look what they're doing to the Australian people. Why isn't the military going over there and freeing those people? You ain't got no oil, I guess. You ain't got nothing that anybody thinks they can make a buck on. They're too busy making money off of this COVID thing. You know, so they figure, well, you know, why bother going anywhere else? We got plenty of money now. You know, so you just, you know, I sit back and I watch this kind of stuff, guys, and I just shake my head, and I can't help but to laugh. I can't help but to laugh at this crap. And there's people that buy it. I saw a video, I put it on Telegram. The dude walked into the store without a mask on, and they told him to get out, and he's like, come on, pal, let me just get my stuff, I'll be out of here in a minute. I forgot my mask. They beat him. These two older guys just attacked him and beat the crap out of him, kicked him when he was, you know, this is where it's coming to. They've done a great job of dividing. Now they can conquer, and they're doing it. You know, that's their goal, and they're gonna divide you in any way, not just 50-50. They're gonna divide you in any way they can. You know, they want to break you up into little pieces because it's a lot easier to fight little pieces than it is one big group. If we all banded together, like they did at the French Revolution, it would be over for them guys. Excuse me. It would be done. But I don't see it happening. I see big mobs of people doing this, that, or the other. But until you start getting a lot of these police and stuff coming back, then, you know, they got to join our side, a lot of them. But another thing that really got me, I was talking to a buddy in Cleveland, and I'm seeing they're burning Masonic lodges all over the world. They're lighting them on fire and burning them, and the one place, the hoses on the fire thing wouldn't work, and so it kind of burnt to the ground. And they had a big fire in Cleveland, and it was on there. The people actually, you know, we're the news now. Some girl had her phone, and you could hear, and she was showing the street signs. You know, we're right here in some massage salon, and it's burning. And she's showing that on the camera. So I was talking to my buddy who lives in Cleveland, and I said, yeah, that big Masonic lodge is burning. And he said, he doesn't live that far from it. He said, I never heard a word about it. So they're not putting this stuff out. The mainstream media is complicit by not spreading the news of things that's happening. Oh, they're letting little tidbits out now, guys. Little teeny tiny tidbits out for you. But they're not letting everything out that's going on. And that is a crying shame. And these guys right here in the news media, I'd like to see them tarred and feathered. Carried out on a rail, kind of like an old brother where art thou. They're not in your interest. It's not news media anymore. All this is programming. Okay, they're programming you. They've been programming you even harder for 2 years. They dumb you down in the schools so that you don't know anything. They don't teach you anything. They don't want to teach you. They don't want to teach you your Bill of Rights and all this stuff. What school teaches that now in the States? None of them. They don't. You got to be in college to learn that. But they don't give you that background information. And so if you don't know a law is being broken, how are you going to stand up against it? And they're breaking laws right and left, guys. And this Biden, if you take a close look at him, a lot of these people that are up muckety mucks up high, there's more than one of them, guys. I mean, they got doubles all over. I remember when Hillary Clinton, when they were taking her in the van and she fell down. And then a little while later, she was just fine. And it was a whole nother lady that went to the daughter's house. And Biden, you look at the pictures of this guy, it's a different guy. It's a different guy, and most times you see him. So I'm just not getting that. But a lot of these people are these pedophiles and stuff like that are high up. They need to root them out, guys. They need to be rooted out. And a lot of these channels are saying, "Oh yeah, we're getting them, and 2 days from next week, Trump will be back." And then that day comes, "Yeah, it's gonna be here. It's on the 10th now, boy. He's coming back." And they're not doing anything with these states where they're finding voter fraud. They're finding Georgia, Pennsylvania, Arizona, all these states that they're finding problems. And now they're getting people come forward to say they were paid to pack this vote. And guess what? They're not doing anything to them. This is just going to roll on and on. It's just like Rand Paul and Fauci. Okay, they're doing these big hearings. Guess what, guys? It's bread and circus. I'm seeing in the States that a lot of shelves are starting to go empty. So the bread's going away, so they're ramping up the circuit. Now, Rand Paul, I think he's in on it. He keeps doing all this crap with Fauci, but why didn't they throw the cuffs on this prick and haul him away? They got him on enough stuff right now, but no, they're going to have their circus. They're going to keep doing this circus, so you keep watching it and say, "Oh boy, they're going to get him real soon. Oh boy," until finally it's too late. And so I don't buy into any of these. And then you looked at what Cruz said. I had people saying, "Oh yeah, he'd be good for president." I never liked that guy. I mean, he's a turncoat. That guy's the biggest turncoat. He's a rhino as best as the rest. And then he jumped in about January 6th. Anybody with half a brain that actually looked at what was happening the day it was happening would know. They would absolutely know. And then you get this camel toe. She gets up there and says, it's on par with the December 7th attack. What a joke. What an absolute joke that she would even say that. The stinking laughing hyena. And these people are in power now, or so they say. But she can't do anything but laugh. I think she's drugged out or something. I think because of all her time as a call girl. A lot of them call girls, they don't like what they're doing. They know it's wrong, so they dope themselves up, and then they get into these hyena laughs all the time. And I think that's what happened to her. She's a real sick person. Big old gangly, bony looking thing, and she was a call girl, with this Willie Brown guy. That's known. So she blew past the competition to get the VP spot. I'm telling you, it's crazy, but it's true. So I'm going to go ahead and let you go. It's a real shame, all the stuff that's going on. Hope I get my computer fixed today. And it just seems really stupid that you buy a brand new computer and it has to be fixed right away. All right, this is
Rick Shot Out.
Good girl.